You guys ever have one of those nights where you just lay down in bed and you add a bunch of stuff to a shopping cart on Amazon and then you buy it and then you kind of wonder the next day, like, what was I thinking? Now, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I have a box full of baits. The other night I was laying in bed and impulse ordered $145 worth of cheap miscellaneous swim baits and glide baits. So I'm going to start a series where we test out these massive glide baits, try to catch fish on them, and just see if it's worth spending money or not really spending money on something like this. So I'm just going to give you guys a gist of what I'm talking about. You guys see these things? I found these glide baits for $17.99 and I had to buy them. What's funny is I hate this stuff. Like, I don't hate it, but I hate it. I was not hip to the culture, but then the more and more I went through Instagram and saw all these videos of these dudes fishing these glide baits and catching 10-pounders, I said, you know what? Let's see if bass in a small pond will hit a giant glide bait. So today I'm going to be taking these two massive glide baits to a pond and trying to see if we can catch some big bass. We're gonna go ahead and take this out there and see what happens. These glide baits can cost as upwards as like $200 to $300 for one of these. I found these on Amazon for 18 bucks. They are Savage Gear too, so they are name brand. So we're gonna see if we can take something like this and go catch a bass on it. Alrighty, so we have two glide baits here. They're both 3D glide baits by Savage Gear. This guy right here is the slow sinking Hitch, and then this one is a slow sinking Golden Shiner. Both 8-inchers. I kind of am feeling the shad looking one just because I feel like it's more of a natural approach for this body of water, but I don't know, guys. I got these things on Amazon again for 18 bucks. We're gonna see how they work. A lot of guys are out here looking for inexpensive baits like this because, and again, if you guys go online, these things can be upwards of $300. Super hype beast type of fishing. I'm actually for it. It's pretty cool. It's just not my sport. So today I'm going to be fishing it on the Guggen swim bait rod. For those of you who are wondering, they don't actually make a swim bait rod. This is a Guggen Squad Muscle. It's a heavy, fast action rod that I shut in my door of my car and broke the tip off. So we fixed it and I turned it into a swim bait rod. Total rookie at this. We're just going to get out here and see if it's possible. But I'm going to tie this guy on here and hopefully catch a giant. Caleb is here with me. He's on camera right now, but he's going to be fishing normally. So for all the time frame that I'm not catching fish, I'm sure Caleb will be. So you guys will be able to see those. But let's tie this sucker on and see what happens. Alrighty, so we got this glide bait on here first. Honestly, this thing looks juicy. I'm either going to end up loving this kind of fishing or hating it. So this is a slow sinking bait. I don't know much about these baits, so if you guys are experts at this, leave me a comment down below. The Guggen muscle rod, honestly, it works really great for the amount of weight that this is. I think this particular bait right here is in, what is it, 2¼ ounce is what it is. I don't exactly know how to fish these baits. I probably should have done a little bit of research, but I'm assuming it's kind of just a lot of slow popping back and forth, pausing, a little bit of swimming. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just testing this out. Trying to find out if you guys can catch big pond bass with a glide bait. This thing looks juicy, but I just came to a pond. This thing looks juicy, but I just came to a pond. This pond isn't, like I said, guys, this is either going to be an experiment for like the week on filming videos like this, or I'm going to become really obsessed with this type of fishing. But for 17 bucks, this glide bait looks really good, dude. It looks just like a shad. You see this? Look at this.
Yeah, it does. Oh, that looks crazy.
It looks really good. And if I don't catch bass on them, I'm going to end up retiring and going to fish it for muskie. See, I'm such a proactive fisherman. Like, I just like flip, pitch, reel, flip, pitch. Like, that's what I like to do. So sitting here trying to like imitate just like a dying shad, it's just, oh, it's so hard. Oh, I just got bumped. I definitely just got bumped. Oh, did he get it? He hit it again. Oh, I got a little too excited there. I felt thunk, and I pulled, missed it, and I think he came back and hit it again.
I thought
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It looks like a fish,
It
dude.
fouled when I set the hook. I know I got bumped that time. I 100% got bumped that time.
Too
Something
high.
hit
Yeah,
it.
that sucks. That was your fish. 'Cause that was
Oh my gosh, dude. Here he goes, coming up. Here you go. Not bad. Not bad. That's a very good one. There you go. Yeah, it's 2 pounder, 2.5 pounder.
Bye, buddy.
Oh, it's a big one. Told you, experience the dig. Here we go. I told you. I told you. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's a pretty good one. 3 pounder.
That is a good one. There you go.
Yeah, that thing's close to 3. That's probably like 2.8. All right, I'm gonna take one more cast with this one. We're gonna switch over to the other one that I have. This is like a quadruple jointed. We got like 1 joint, 2 joint, or 3 joint, I guess you would say, but it's made up of 4 different pieces. This one, oh nice, bro. This one's only made up of 2, so I'm gonna see if they like that one a little bit better. Again, my hopes aren't high. I know it's very high risk, high reward type thing with these baits, but it's also summer, so not the most ideal time to fish a giant bait, but people do it. I know people do it. Alrighty, so we tied up this guy right here. It's a little bit different, same brand. This has a way wider glide action. I feel a lot more comfortable. It kind of reminds me of fishing like a softtail for muskie, but I already like the action of this bait better. The other one was really touchy. Maybe I'm fishing it wrong, it's possible. Again, I'm not trying to like preach glide baits on you guys. This is something that I'm experimenting with and I've kind of wanted to get into, but I'm not very comfortable with it yet. But I already like the glide action for this bait. Give or take, like I was saying, guys, you know, it's summertime, probably not the most ideal time to fish a giant glide bait or swim bait or anything like that, because a lot of times in the summer when it gets hot, you change to smaller profiles to get fish to eat. But spring or fall, I might dabble into these more, but there's got to be a fish willing to hit this. I think it would just be cool to take a giant bait like this and fish it in a pond, see if we can get a bigger fish doing something like this. But gosh, the glide action on this bait is actually awesome. It looks really, really good. Oh, careful. That did not sound good. Sounded like it was ready to break off.
This is a chunky little bastard.
I know. Dude, they're eating good in here, bro. I tell you, there's a lot of bluegill in here. You would think a fish like that would eat this, but just doesn't seem very interested. How we doing there? How we doing there? Come on, Caleb, get him. What blows my mind is they can fight that hard. Oh, I'm an idiot. Did you see that?
No.
I had one come up and hit it at the surface. Oh my God. Of course, one time I dude, it hit it right here in front of me. It just swiped at it as I pulled it out of the water. All right, this thing's gonna get hit. That was 100% a fish. Like, I seen it with my own eyes. Of course, it was the cast that like, I was just like talking crap, like making jokes to you. It was like a cast that like I wasn't actually serious about. Big dumb idiot. Like Napoleon Dynamite over here. Idiot.
The boat, you'll be good.
Dude, I literally like did one pop and then I pulled it up and I just seen the flash. Just fish turned around and went backwards like a...
It's not that good.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the biggest one of the day for me. For anyone, I guess. It's probably 3.5.
Nah, I'd say it's probably close to 3. Like 2.9, 3.
That's probably 3.5.
If we had a scale, I'd argue with you, but it's definitely biggest fish of the day.
It's bigger than my arm. It's 3.5.
16 incher all day.
All right, goodbye.
17 incher. I'm trying. I'm out here throwing this glide bait. I got one fish to come up on it. It's been a tough time for me. Again, not the most ideal time to fish these baits, but I was feeling really confident. I thought for sure I'd be able to get a little more action or at least an eat. I've been really just being patient. I'm gonna hit a loop on the pond one more time. If I don't get any action, I'm gonna flip a jig for a little bit, try and get one fish for the day. I mean, dude, he is getting fish left and right. So the fish are here. They've moved up, the storm's over, but I gotta go home very soon. So I'm gonna fish a glide bait a little bit more, but if I can't get anything to hit, I gotta flip a jig a little bit just to catch a fish. I'm gonna keep doing this. If you guys like these videos, if you think it's challenging, if you want me to try harder in different places, different scenarios with a bait like this, let me know in the comment section down below. All right, putting the glide bait down. I mean, Caleb, if you want to pick it up. No. I was gonna say, oh, yeah, I'm all for it. These hooks kind of seem kind of small for this bait too, but. All right, I'm gonna throw your frog a little bit. That frog is way too light. Watch this.
Why did I cut those?
He came off, dude.
I knew you were gonna get hit by something.
This freaking frog, I'm not a fan of it. It just hurts your soul when you fish a bait for like 2.5 hours and then you fish a different bait. Dude, this frog is not it.
It's a small fish because the same thing.
It's not, dude. I can feel them. They're just not getting the hooks. Watch this. I'm gonna bend your hooks out. Tune in frogs, guys. This isn't my frog, by the way. It's my cousin, so I'm just being a stiffler about it. But I'm gonna bend these hooks out because people don't understand how important it can be to really tune a bait. We're gonna really bend those hooks out and try and get bit again here in these weeds. But I switched over in like 2 seconds. There you go. He's hooked up. It's just crazy. I mean, it's something. Fishing with those big baits, it works. Just depending on your scenario.
That might be the biggest one of the day.
No way. Yeah, I ain't worried about it.
I didn't really hit it, so I didn't really have a chance to stand.
Listen, I ain't stressed about it. That's a big fish, dude. This thing feels like huge, but he could just be fighting. Dude, this is just, I don't even think this is a bass. Oh, God, wow. He's just fighting hard as heck. Dude, that thing was such dead weight.
I was going to be pissed, I'll be honest with you.
Dude, look at this thing, bro. Just dead weight.
Yeah.
That was one of those where I was like, this might even be a catfish. It's a decent one. Dude. Shamu City. Well, that felt like a lot bigger a fish, but he's seen better days. Oh, I just missed one. Bing! As soon as it hit the water. That's what I'm saying, like something about just flipping. Oh, he's in a prop. That ain't what we want. That ain't what we want. Get out of there. Here we go. Thank you, buddy. Little guy, but indeed a fish. Someone's over there having a fire. What the I told you, bend them hooks out. Bend them hooks out. Ski them in. What's up with... Well, okay. Dude, you really can't do anything at that. Like, how at this point is just... I'm blaming this on the frog. Yeah, the stripers, they said eat the worms sometimes. Oh, there's one, reeling it in. This has gotta be small. This feels like a bluegill, dude. Straight in, there we go. I just been getting all the little squeaks today, I don't get it. And we're back. So I went out there, I tried to see if I could catch a decent bass on a glide bait. Couldn't make it happen. Across the whole 4 or 5 hours of fishing, I only got one fish to move on the glide bait. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm not an expert at this. I did a little bit of research, but for the most part, I just binge bought a ton of different baits on Amazon. I am going to do a series where I film me fishing with all these baits until I figure it out. I don't know what I'm doing, I guess. Somebody give me some tips down below. You know, did I not get hit because I was doing something wrong? Is it just the worst possible time of year that I could be doing this? Let me know what you guys think, because I've seen some crazy videos here on YouTube and just on Instagram and stuff of people really going at it with glide baits, swim baits, and they're very successful. So does it come down to the right place, right time? Do you just got to work super hard? Is it like musky fishing where you're going to fish for a very long time, but when you do get hit, it's going to be a giant? I want to keep making videos like this. I really enjoy the challenge factor behind it. Maybe I should go by myself and not fish with someone who's catching fish next to me the whole time. Caleb, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Do you want to see me go after fish with these big swim baits, with these glide baits, or should I just give up on it and just, I'm an idiot? I don't know. Leave me a comment down below. I just want to let you guys know I am changing my upload schedule. I will be uploading every Monday and Thursday now, not Monday and Friday. I changed it up just because Friday was really tough for me. I have a lot of stuff going on Fridays. It's a busy day, so I just changed it to Thursday. But other than that, hey, if you guys are new here, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, drop a like for me, and I will see you next time. Peace out.